I want to review Ethan Klein's old content, which a lot of people use as an excuse for liking him. You know, he used to make good videos. I wish he was like the old H3H3 with the goose and the gaffs. He was such a funny man. He was a funny comedian. And let me tell you, there was not a single funny thing about this man ever. The single least meritorious YouTube success story you've ever seen. It is absolutely insane that anyone ever pretended that this guy was funny or deserving of the position that he's in, rather than someone who just got there because of the terrible tastes of a large portion of the YouTube audience and complete dumb luck. Let us begin with one of Ethan Klein, the funny man's videos, right? I'm going to begin with probably the least bad of the Ethan Klein videos. So I'm going to begin with something that like maybe kind of sort of was funny, but not because of him. And then after that, I'm going to show you the example of like an example of what he was actually like when he was trying to produce something more original and make jokes for himself. Ethan Klein is someone who always endlessly claims that he's being harassed, he's under attack. Basically, whenever someone responds to him, he frames it as harassment, and he frames it like basically like they're on a campaign to kill him and stalk him and stuff. Which is very funny because he has not made a single piece of original content in his entire career. He's never done that. All of his videos are him attacking other people. It's always him pointing at someone else. It's either one of two things, like laughing at that person's expense or like attempting to spur harassment at that person. His career does not exist without attacking others. He's never made a piece of content that is not like gossiping about others, harassing others, laughing at others. He's never made anything original. For this fucking guy to complain now that people are like looking at him and attacking him for way more valid reasons than he has ever attacked anyone before is fucking comical. Every single one of his videos ever is unoriginal and simply him and his wife attacking someone. Every single one of his podcast episodes is unoriginal and simply him and his wife gossiping about others, YouTubers, celebrities, whatever, all for no reason whatsoever, aside from to generate content of it. Because there's absolutely nothing in his own content that is at all original or interesting or special or worth paying any attention to whatsoever. It's completely unmeritorious garbage. So a great example of this stuff that I'm going to show you here is like this video that he made is actually somewhat funny, but it's not funny because of anything that Ethan Klein does. Ethan Klein is extremely unfunny. The funny part of the video isn't his reaction, it's the video that he's reacting to itself. Like, the video itself is so unintentionally funny that it's funny. And Ethan Klein himself is just fucking cringeworthy. His attempts to be funny fall so flat, it's amazing. Like, let's look at Ethan Klein's skit, and let's try not to cringe. Let's watch this skit that does at the beginning and see how funny it is.
Kids, have you ever wanted to jerk off?
So the first thing that he does is talk about kids jerking off, by the way. This is someone who constantly accuses others of pedophilia. And the pedophilia is a pattern in his content. We'll be getting to that in a second.
But your parents blocked the naughty sites? Well, today we're introducing a new platform for YouTube. It's called Jerk Your Little Ding Dong on YouTube. You can masturbate on YouTube now. Ugh.
So the jokes are just like vulgarity, weirdly uncomfortable sexual mentions involving children, and belching, and making disgusting noises. Very funny.
It is 2015, and we are just thinking, you know, these kids need a better way to jerk off, a safer way.
If you ever like this, you need to look back at who you are, because there's a problem here. This is just, like, who ever found this funny?
So introducing, you can jerk it off on YouTube.
Wow, that was fucking hilarious, wasn't it? That's his attempt at original comedy. Now, I'm going to show you the actual funny part of the video, okay? The funny part of the video isn't Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein's reactions, what Ethan Klein says. Ethan Klein's sense of humor is, one, I'm going to watch something that's actually funny, and I'm just going to repeat what they said, maybe in a funny voice. Or, I'm going to say the thing you're not supposed to say. Like, I'm going to say something vulgar, I'm going to repeat what this other person said that was actually funny, or I'm going to, like, burp and make noises. Very funny.
This is 2015. We have incest porn on YouTube. Gives new meaning.
Wow, that's very funny.
To YouTube Red, you know what I'm saying?
That was a fucking great joke, wasn't it? Gives new meaning to YouTube Red, you know what I'm saying? Whoa! Dude, that's fucking hilarious. This guy's a comedian.
I just can't help it. You just gotta dance when you hear that beat, dude. All right, I'm ready to jerk off.
Wow, that was fucking comical. I'm ready to jerk off. That's the pinnacle of comedy.
What up, invaders? Chris here. All right, so today I'm
So this is the actual funny part of the video. Nothing to do with Ethan.
at Venice Beach, and it's No Clothes Family Day.
No Clothes Family Day? Did I hear that right?
Okay, so what's the funny part here? Is it this fucking hilarious guy who he's unintentionally hilarious, he's hilarious all the same. He came up with the concept of No Clothes Family Day in order to, like, pay actresses to kiss him on the beach while they're in bikinis. That's the funniest concept I've ever heard of in my life. But it's not funny because Ethan Klein's there. It's funny by itself. All that Ethan Klein does is repeat what the guy said like 5 times in a row, and that's the joke.
It's No Clothes Family Day.
No Clothes Family Day. That's the day we all know and love where you walk around with no clothes in public with your family.
It's No Clothes Family Day.
What are you, living under a rock? You never heard of No Clothes Family Day? It's where you give a stranger a blowjob in front of your grandparents, where your grandpa checks you out and jerks off. It's completely normal. You guys never been to Venice Beach? It's everyone's favorite day of the year. No Clothes Family Day.
It's No Clothes Family Day.
My grandma watched me contract HIV last year. It was really fun.
Like, you notice how there's not any joke? When he tries to make a joke, even when he's given a fucking layup from this comical video, it just falls flat. He just repeats the unintentionally hilarious shit that the guy said, and he's like, what's some random sex thing I can say here? Great joke, man. Really funny.
Fun. She's lucky she didn't get it. There was fluids everywhere. Grandma's okay. She's got a lot of other health issues, but HIV is not one of them. Although
You get the point, right? The funny part of his supposed magnum opus style content, like the supposed glorious H3H3 reaction videos, it was never him. Never ever was it him. It's just he saw a funny video and he uploaded it with his own unfunny reactions interspersed. But the funny part of this is this fucking genius came up with No Clothes Family Day. He's a genius without knowing it. No Clothes Family Day, the concept, the idea of that, the idea that, like, someone came up with that concept and, like, totally straight-faced made a video where they, like, walk up to, like, supposed families in the street and ask them to kiss them as a prank. That's the funny part here. It's not Ethan Klein's reaction to it. Like, what original content did Ethan Klein ever make? One video that's supposedly original, like his supposed magnum opus. Vape Nation! What is Vape Nation? It's a guy, incredibly unfunnily, I have to sign in to confirm my age, I'm not doing that. But it's a video of a guy, it's not even original by the way, calling it original is a joke. It's a guy repackaging 1990s like stoner humor as if it was something new for an audience of 10-year-olds. And doing it incredibly incompetently and in a cringeworthy way because he's just not a funny person. That's like his singular supposedly original piece of content is that. It's fucking horrible. So as you can see, Ethan's content was dependent on other people's content. It was just dependent on him laughing at others. Some of them deserved it, some of them not so much. Some of the ways in which he mocked and attacked others were so disgusting that it drove people almost to suicide. One of these people was a guy named Patrice Wilson. So Ethan Klein made a video about Patrice Wilson. If you don't know who Patrice Wilson is, he is the guy behind Rebecca Black's Friday and like the comical Chinese food song. Basically, he was a music producer who would be contracted by the families of rich kids. And he would like write and produce for them like really comically stupid songs. Some of them actually went very viral and probably made a lot of money. Like Chinese food. This is the greatest song ever. What? This is so fucking good. This is fucking fantastic. Patrice Wilson is a fucking genius. How could you not love this guy? This is an incredible song. Everything about this is amazing. What this guy made is like just cringe songs for kids, basically. And Ethan Klein's reaction to that was to just totally ruin this guy's life by accusing him of pedophilia. And Ethan has since deleted the main video in which he did this, but there are archives of it. So this video disgracefully only has 82,000 views, but it goes over this whole saga of what Ethan did to Patrice Wilson. Ethan ruined this guy's life for content. He completely ruined this guy's life for content, and he did absolutely everything to this guy, as he has done to many other people, that he claims others are doing to him. Except what he did to this guy was totally unwarranted and based on absolutely fucking nothing. So this video is from Paige Christie. that it only has 82,000 views is a fucking joke. Ethan Klein made a video where he expressly accused this man of pedophilia for making cringe fucking songs for rich kids. As I said, he had two ways of making videos. One of them was just showing you a funny video that someone else made while being totally unfunny himself in his reaction to it. The other one was attempting to ruin other people's lives through things like this for accusing them of being pedos.
Beautiful face. That's like the soft face, man.
And he also goes on to call him terms such as Blackzilla and says that Blackzilla likes to rape the little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes them white and blonde.
Huh? What happened? Patrice is unhappy. Watch out. Some kids' lives are about to change forever. Patrice was like, that's that look when a couple kids' lives is about to.
Ethan watches a fucking video, like a music video, made by someone who like specializes in making fucking kids dumb, incredibly stupid songs for kids, basically. And his immediate thought is sex. His immediate thought is to sexualize the kids.
Change forever for the worse. This image is pretty twisted up in itself. She's holding what looks like a phallic object.
It's the letter A. It's the letter A, and he calls it a phallic object.
A little 8-year-old girl and a big, giant black man looking in on her, man. It's like Blackzilla. This guy's got a weird fantasy, dude. Blackzilla, a little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes it. He likes them white and blonde.
He's totally bringing this like sexualization of these children out of fucking nowhere, just completely out of nowhere. And he uses this to justify branding this guy a pedophile. And I'll show you evidence of this later on, but as a result of the multiple videos that Ethan Klein made accusing this guy of being a pedophile in this manner, the guy's life was actually ruined. Like hundreds of thousands of people accused him of that. He got insane harassment. People reported him to the police and he was investigated for it and stuff like that. Basically all the things that Ethan Klein today claims to be a victim of, but he's not actually. He actually did to this guy for real.
To insinuate that Patrice is masturbating the video.
Watch his face light up, dude. Because he knows he's about to have a good fap. Watch this. Get a look at his face. Oh, that's gonna be a good fap, boy. Starts to nod and shit. Watch this shit.
This is the supposed like classic H3H3 productions that you all knew and love. You should be embarrassed that you ever like this.
Yeah, boy. About to get a good fap on, son.
Now, I'm gonna skip the rest of this and I'm gonna go to like the part where he literally mimes calling the police on this guy, something which incited his fans into actually doing so. Think about this, when you see this guy complain about supposed CPS calls, remember that he did this.
He wants to eat your children.
And the video ends with Ethan Klein pretending to call the police to report Patrice Wilson for child offenses.
Hi, I'd like to report a crime. Yeah, my name is Ethan Klein. Okay, I just witnessed on YouTube a man and eating a minor. She was 8. She was only 8 years old. I saw it on YouTube right now. Okay. Okay, dude, I just saw it on YouTube. He was eating and raping a little 8-year-old girl. His name is Patrice Wilson.
This video, as of today, has 3.3 million views.
This video has since been deleted, and Ethan never publicly acknowledged deleting it. He never publicly apologized to Patrice. He never said anything regarding what he did to this guy. Him and his fans thinks that what he did was like hilarious.
On January 3rd, 2015, H3H3 Productions released another video pertaining to Alison Gold.
So this one is like the Chinese food video that I just showed you an excerpt of. It's like, it's obviously like cringe and stuff, like unintentionally funny, but it's fucking inoffensive. There's nothing about it that warrants you accusing the fucking guy who made it of pedophilia. So surely he's not going to do that, right?
And her latest video at the time, Chinese food. Klein starts off by referencing the previous video.
Hey, remember that video we made 2 or 3 months ago about that black guy that was eating and raping like a lot of kids?
Yeah, Patrice Wilson.
Yeah.
There's Hila participating in this, by the way. Remember, she's just as responsible as Ethan. They were a team on these videos. It was never just Ethan.
That was funny. That guy's definitely a pedophile.
Well, it was just one video. You didn't know.
What? Just one video? Hila, this is Patrice Wilson we're talking about. This is not something that someone just does once.
If we went to his YouTube
Ethan Klein's idea of humor was defamation, accusing someone of child sex crimes baselessly. Remember this when this guy screams about defamation because people are accusing him of saying something that he factually said about his house being covered in shit. This is how Ethan Klein got famous, off doing this to people. This is his content. This is who he is. This is what he's always done.
channel right now, I guarantee you we click one random video and he's gonna be on the ground, rolling around, touching and tickling with a little girl, dude.
So, the video, of course, ends with them calling him a pedophile.
So we've got black, not traditionally a rainbow color, but he likes it al dente. So you don't need black, and that's where it becomes really important. So he's black, he's eating red, you know. So her innocence flies away. Teresa's finger. It's gross, dude. That's sick.
Like, all of these videos are just Ethan Klein projecting his sexual thoughts about children onto another person to ruin their life by branding them as a pedophile.
This is gross, dude. Well, what do you think now, Hila? Is he a pedophile? What do you think?
We need to call the FBI.
This is someone who is currently complaining about being reported to the FBI for charity fraud, who was actively inciting people to call the FBI on someone for baseless defamation that he's a child sex criminal. And he did this to Patrice Wilson for like years. So after this happened, Patrice Wilson like tried to deal with it. He like made a cringe little like self-produced movie that was supposed to be a metaphor for like what these people had done to him. And he tried to do like a viral marketing campaign for it that failed. And Ethan Klein tried to spin that attempted like ARG that Patrice Wilson did as like a threat against him to try and victimize himself. And there is a video of Patrice like talking here about like how this affected him, what happened, like people branding him as a pedophile and stuff. This guy's career was ruined by this, by the way. He was like a relatively successful guy who made, I don't know, it's not really a genre, is it? But he made like cringe music videos for rich kids. And he was clearly quite successful. And his career was just totally and completely fucking ruined. So here is Patrice talking about what happened to him as a result of Ethan Klein making these supposedly funny videos where Ethan Klein projected his own pedophilic desires and his own pedophilic thoughts onto this other person.
I get death threats every single time. People like, you know, we want you dead. You bloody child. You pedophile. You rape. After a while, it's taken into my head, and the whole suicidal thoughts there, like, kind of coming in my head. Maybe it would be better off if I wasn't here. But you know what? I said no. I can't let it happen, because the thing about it is that if I'm not here, people would say that deserved to die.
So, basically, this guy ended up dropping off like the face of the earth as a result of this. He went from being like a relatively successful producer of like cringe music videos for rich kids who got like millions of views on a couple of his productions to just dropping out of the public eye completely as a result of Ethan Klein's harassment. Ethan Klein multiple times inciting this harassment against him, this defamation against him, branding him a pedophile and child sex offender, which incited tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people to harass this guy. Ethan himself directly incited people to call the fucking cops on him after accusing him of child sex crimes. So, yeah, this is Ethan Klein the victim. He's always been like this. All of his content has come at the cost of others. And for like, however cringy this guy was, at least he made original stuff. He was still way more worthy of success than Ethan Klein ever has been simply by virtue of that. All that Ethan Klein has ever done is make content attacking others. Sometimes they deserve it, a lot of the time they don't. But it's never ever just Ethan Klein himself being funny, or, you know, you watch it because he's doing something original or great or unique, something special that he brings to the table. No, it's always just Ethan Klein shows you something while making belching noises. Or Ethan Klein tries to ruin someone else's life by branding them as a pedophile. Ethan Klein viciously attacks these people. Ethan Klein gossiping about other people. Like, you've seen his recent fucking videos. Like, he just made a fucking 3-hour-long live stream where he tracked down someone who previously had provided a service, like a boxing trainer, to someone who he had like a vague acquaintanceship with in the past, as if this was like some sort of revelation. Like, Ethan Klein has always been like this. He's always been like this. It's nothing new. His content has always been based around viciously defaming and attacking others. He's never produced anything original himself. It's always been attacking others. And now others are turning him into the lolcow that he thought he made others into. And he doesn't like it one bit. But what goes around comes around, doesn't it, Ethan? It's come around to you. Like, this is a guy who, like, if you say something negative about him, he will, like, track down your former hairdresser and interview them for 3 hours. He's someone who deserves no grace from anyone. And the fact that he's trying to play a victim now, when he's done what he claims is being done to him, except for real, he's done it to other people 1,000 times over. No, fuck you. He was never funny. He never made funny videos. He doesn't deserve a single cent that he has from any of this. In a just world, Ethan and Healer Klein would be working in the mines, or they would be like wearing like a hot dog costume in a mall or something and trying to sell you vouchers for 15% off the local hot dog stand. They wouldn't be fucking like millionaires with a podcast. There's no reason for anyone to watch them, and it's embarrassing for you if you ever did.